Alright, what's up guys? This is Ryan Tyler with SKIER'S Marine, and I'm here today to show you a really cool boat from Chaparral. It's called a 23 Surf. It actually blends the world of water sports and a stern drive together, so everybody's happy in the family. So let's check it out. The transom of the Chaparral 23 Surf. So this is what makes a difference between a normal stern drive. Chaparral does some cool things when they made a surf model. They use the patented surf gate system they use on all their models as far as for towboats goes. They modified the running surface to make sure the wave is clean coming off the transom of the boat. They use an internal ballast system with a really cool touchscreen dash to integrate the system all together to make sure it has an easy to use interface. And then they coupled that with a forward-facing drive from Volvo Penta. That way the props are underneath the boat to where it's safe for everybody behind the boat while they're doing surfing and wakeboarding water sports. There are some cool features on the outside of the boat that make it really easy to get on and off the dock that Chaparral thought of. The first of which is this full beam width swim platform, where most towboats and other stern drives actually narrow the platform towards the center. Chaparral builds it into the hull, and it allows them to be able to board directly off the dock without making a big step. And you'll notice when I walk across it, the boat is so stable that it doesn't really lift one way or another. And then they couple that with this hinged seat cushion, so I can have a full walk through to the transom and nobody has to step on my seats. The dogs aren't jumping over onto the seats, messing them up or scratching them. And I have a full pass through to anywhere in the boat just by flipping that simple seat hinge. You saw the walkthrough that worked really well. We're actually going to show you some other cool aspects that Chaparral integrated into their sun pad. So the first of which is an aft-facing rumple seat for when you're hanging out in the cove. So you can sit at the back, watch the kids swim or play off the back of the boat, enjoy some time in the cove, and just have a comfortable place to sit. The other thing they do is for the people who like to worship the sun, they build two chaise lounges into the transom. So you have a chaise lounge over on this side that'll allow you to relax, get some sun, enjoy the afternoon while the water's rough, and then go do water sports once the water comes back down. And if the sun's facing the other way, they actually build it into the other side as well, just by putting this hatch up. You have a chaise lounge on both sides, so it's super comfortable. It's a real thick tri-density foam. And you'll notice in their upholstery patterns, they use 3 different textures with 3 different colors to give it a real rich feel. Once you step into the boat, you'll notice we have yacht-style wraparound seating, and we have dual helm chairs for the captain and the co-captain. We have an integrated 70-quart cooler that's insulated, so it'll hold ice all day, so you don't have to worry about carry-on coolers or having to stop at the marina throughout the day to get ice. It's hinged. This boat we're on is actually powered by a closed-cooled Volvo Penta 240 horsepower 6-cylinder motor. It has a quick drain system over on the right, so if you do have a nice winter day and you'll want to go right around the lake and enjoy the leaves changing, you can just pop that when you're done. It'll actually drain all the water back out of the manifolds. That way you don't have to worry about your manifolds or your block freezing. There's storage abundant throughout this boat, so it has enough room to hold all your gear. So we have a seat over here that has a ton of storage underneath it. They put spaghetti mats at the bottom to keep everything from sliding around as you're going down the lake. And we have similar storage that's a little bit bigger over on this side, because it'll actually commute all the way to the transom. So it'll actually go all the way back to where the dual battery setup is. So you can put all your life jackets, your fenders, ropes, pretty much everything that you would take on a boat for a day. You don't have to have it sitting in the floor. On this particular 23 Surf, there's a few ways you can order it. We order all of ours with the EFX2 power folding tower, and then we do that with the oversized bimini top and this really nice swivel board rack. So if you are coming into the dock for the night, or you're going to put it into the slip, you can leave your boards on the tower. It has a fat finger for your thicker surfboards or your foils, and we have a skinny finger for wakeboards and skis. And you'll notice it's all anodized aluminum, so you don't have to worry about the finish lasting over time. So as you can see, the power tower allows me to fold the bimini top all the way down to the windshield frame for those pop-up thunderstorms. And also this tower, when you fold the bimini up, will fold down inside of the windshield. That way, if you want to store it in a garage, or if you have a restricted boathouse or a storage slip at a marina, it'll allow you to make the clearances they need to be able to do that. We have a really nice glove box over here. So it houses our stereo system. It's all Bluetooth. Chaparral uses a custom seat they designed. So the cool thing they did with this is you'll notice it's not chopped off all the way to the seat. They actually make it to where you can side saddle, walk by the seat, and sit down through the side. So if I am going to socialize or talk to anybody into the boat, I don't always have to swivel the seat around. Plus it makes it really easy to get in and out of. And then when we are doing towed water sports, or if it's just really hot and you need some airflow, they have this really nice built-in flip-up bolster seat. So it gets me elevated over the windshield. I don't lose visibility at all during any towed water sport for surfing or wakeboarding or kneeboarding. But it just kind of is that nice feature that's built into it, and it has a really wide base to hold your rear end. Alright, so the cool thing with the Chaparral Surf Series is actually what they do with this boat. So unlike a traditional stern drive, which is just good for pulling skiers, tubers, hanging out at the beach, this boat with a forward-facing drive from Volvo and Malibu Surf Gate system allows you the ability to wake surf, which is what's driving the water sports segment and the tow sports segment. So Chaparral, when they licensed that technology from Malibu, did some cool things with their dash. So they actually use a Medallion Viper 2 screen, and then they integrate that with subfloor ballast, which you can actually see right here. I'm going to flip this up. You can see they use a really big fat sat bag to be able to displace a little more water to make the surf wave bigger. But with SurfGate, they actually give you this really nice command center. So you'll notice right off the bat, you have a nice leather wrap steering wheel embossed with the Chaparral logo. These really nice stainless steel switches that are tritone buttons. You see you still have your analog gauges, just so it's easy to read. But everything that's the boat is built for is actually built into this screen. So you have cruise control, so I can turn on my cruise, set it how fast I want to go just by pushing the up and down arrow and turning it on. There's your depth finder, obviously. If I wanted to go surf, all I'm going to do is hit the surf wave, pick the side I'm going to surf on. SurfGate will deploy, and then I just adjust the trim to how steep I want the wave to be. Your settings work similar to an iPhone, so it's just essentially you scroll down to what you're trying to get to. Your media, you can put cards in here if you wanted to be able to watch like a GoPro video. Your stereo is built into the screen too, so I can control everything the head unit does just from the screen. And then you can actually put a Navionics card in this well for those bigger lakes who you need to know where the channel is or where the trees are. But the main screen you're going to use will be the SurfGate screen, because that's where all the magic happens with this boat. Coming from the dash, you're going to notice you have a lot of storage on both sides. So they give you this oversized storage door to store all your floats and any other accessories you want. Right now we have a Coast Guard safety kit and a boat cover that's a snap-on cover. And then they mirror that storage over on this side as well, where you can see the owner's packet. And it is really deep. Once you walk up into the bow, you'll notice they actually shape the corner bolsters of their seats. That way, no matter what angle you're sitting in them, it'll cup your back to where it's comfortable. We have a nice angled backrest. That way you're not sitting straight up as you're driving down the lake. It's big and roomy. This, like I said, this boat can hold a lot of people. It's actually rated for 13. I'm 5'10", and I don't even come close to touching the front. There's storage throughout the bow too. So all these seats pull up. They're really easy to get to, the storage. You'll notice it's not going to mold or mildew. They don't use any type of carpet in their boats. Up on the bow, you'll actually see a step to allow you, if you do decide to beach a boat, because that is the beauty of a stern drive, you can trim the drive up and drive it up onto the beach. Walk all the way up to the front and board off the bow. So if I was on the beach, this is how I would exit the boat. They give you 2 cleats to tie your anchor off to, depending on which side you're on. And you'll notice you have anchor storage with anchor rods to be able to lock your anchor in and tie offs. So now that we've done a quick walkthrough of the boat and y'all got to experience the size of this boat and the roominess, why don't we go for a quick test drive? So here we are idling out, about to take Nick surfing behind us. So all we do to do that is we come over to our cruise screen, we turn cruise control on, we're going to set the speed, how fast we want to go. On this boat, 10.7 to 11 works the best. So we're going to start at 10.7. We're going to hit our SurfGate select, we're gonna fill our ballast, and Nick surfs on the left side of the boat, so we're gonna select the left side surf wave. So once our ballast is full, we'll be ready to go. GPS cruise control takes over, so all we'll be in charge of is the throttle and making sure we give Nick a really nice, easy pull up. So this ballast runs on a timer system to know how long to fill up the bags. Right now, we're gonna have a pretty mellow wave. We're gonna start Nick on a really mellow wave that's good for kids or teaching adults, and then we'll actually steepen it up for him to play on. So as you can see, it's a really mellow wave. It's great for kids, but for Nick, we're actually gonna steepen it up just by raising our trim a little bit. So we're gonna trim it up, make it grow a little bit, and you can actually watch the wave change as I add more trim to it. So just by adjusting the trim, I'm able to make it an adult wave, and you can see the nice curl. To surf on the other side, we're just gonna come over to our surf gate screen, which is the wave. We're gonna hit the right side emblem, and in 3 seconds, it'll actually kick over. And you can see this really nice big wave on the right. So we didn't shift weight, we kept full ballast. Everybody in the boat still is really comfortable how they're sitting. And you have a really nice wave on the opposing side just by selecting a different surf gate side. So guys, that's it for a full feature walkthrough and a sea trial of the Chaparral 23 surf. I think Nick enjoyed the surf wave. I enjoyed showing y'all all about this really cool boat from Chaparral. Stop by any one of our Chaparral authorized skiers free locations and check one out today. Thanks.